And we're live. Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, December 4th, just after 7 p.m. And welcome to another Sunday Night Stumbles. And I see a lot of people in the chat already. Vanless Dweller, Nouvelle Koss, Harjot, Devin, Cpan, Vanless Dweller. Sheena Roberts is here. I almost said some of these names wrong. Brad Palmer, Devin Sullivan, Whose Job, Vivian Johnson, our fearless leader, is here. Paranormal Witness Girl, Marie Palmer, 21st Century, Michelle Gonsalves, I hope I said that right. Hello, Maroof, Jennifer Gala, Mr. Hippo, Michael Nguyen, JK, Tom Bikes, Pine Sol, NASA Transit Kid, Sanjay and Kingston, everyone else. Welcome to another Sunday Night Stumbles. I'm actually waiting on a delivery coming in. So I've got my sound on. It says OCS order will arrive today. Apparently they deliver between 5:30 and 10 p.m. and they said it was supposed to come at 6:18. So I'm still waiting. High fiver, hello, and everyone else. So if I'm a little bit distracted at the moment, yeah, estimated delivery 6:19, out for delivery. They also said they would send me a text message when they are 2 hours and 20 minutes away, and I have got neither of those text messages. So maybe this will come in. OCS, you'll see what that is if it comes in time. And let's have a drink. Drink number 2 for the day, but number 1 of the stream. This is a drink I have never tried before. Bob Cajun Brewing Company Red Ale. That's a 5% BEER. I guess that means it's a beer. Nouvelle Koss says, waiting for a delivery. Hey, I wonder if it's a boy or a girl. Let's not spoil anything. But cheers. Have a good Sunday night. Good start to the week. I have not left my apartment today. I went out last night. I recorded 2 videos and then I went to like a pretty nice restaurant. Then I came home, did some edibles, woke up, barely was awake for my premiere this morning on Johnny Strides. Watched football all day, not the kind with the round ball, but the kind with the egg-shaped ball. And here we are. Shiva Bolen says, sorry if I said that wrong, have you had a chance to watch Action Kids live streams in Montreal? No, I haven't, but I will be catching up on those. Speaking of catching up, I have a few leftovers from last night. So I'm just going to maybe have one for now. I still have to edit tomorrow's video. Oops. Like, I literally did nothing all day, but that's okay. AI Gaming is watching the Bengals in another window. KC 24, Cincinnati 27. Mahomes steps back. He scrambles. And he throws it away. How many grams? These are just 5, I think. Not much, but we're just going to have one. See where it goes from here. Mr. Hippo says, of course he got high last night. I ordered a whole bunch of edibles online from 2 different places. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm having trouble chewing this. S-Train says Popeyes or KFC. You have not been paying attention to my channel at all if you are asking that. I posted a picture on Instagram today of what happened to me yesterday. So I was sitting in my apartment and I hear like a thud, like a boom. And then I heard the elevator. And then I was like, oh, my Amazon delivery is here. No big deal. And then I was getting ready to go out, so I kind of forgot about it. So I was, I took a shower, got dressed, blah, blah, blah. Then just as I was leaving the apartment to go out, I opened the door. And that is what I saw. That is laundry detergent soiling the carpet in front of my building. Yes, I blurred out my name and address. Don't even try to look at it on there. So this is all that is left of the detergent. It is sticky and gross. I don't know why I'm touching it, but the way the guy threw the package, I think the top of the bottle just kind of hit in a corner and ruptured. And then I had some Biore face wash and some body wash in that box as well. They got absolutely covered. So I talked to Amazon. You can't chat with Amazon anymore. It's just an automated bot. You have to call them. And even then, it's an automated menu. You have to be like, live human. It's like, please choose your option. It just keeps saying live human. It will connect you to an actual person. So the guy apologized. He said he was going to send me a new detergent. But today, I got a body wash sent. I was like, I don't mind having this, but this is a lot cheaper than the detergent I bought, and I kind of need detergent. So I had to call Amazon back, and they said you can keep that extra body wash, and then they're sending me more detergent, which should come tomorrow. And for the people saying, why are you ordering detergent from Amazon? Well, here's the thing. It is the same price or cheaper than from one of my nearby supermarkets. So do I really want to pick up a heavy-ass bottle of detergent? I do the same thing with like 12 packs of like Pop and Bubbly. When it's like the same price or cheaper on Amazon, I just order it from Amazon. I pay for Prime anyways. If you're going to Loblaws or Metro or Shoppers Drug Mart, you're still supporting a different kind of evil empire. So who cares? I just order from Amazon because, hey, at least it's convenient. Anyways, so for all the haters out there saying, why are you ordering stuff from Amazon? That's the reason. I'm a customer. I like the convenience of having something heavy delivered to me than having to carry it. Marge says, who cleans the carpet? You know, I emailed my building a picture of that, and I was like, hey, I threw a towel on it to soak it up, but I didn't get all of it. And now my carpet is all stained blue, and the building just said, don't worry about it. They'll clean the carpet later. But I just wanted to kind of absolve myself of any responsibility for that spill. So now you're up to speed as to what is going on in my sad life. Chris Mills says, I order graham crackers from Amazon. Smitty, yes, it absolutely does smell of laundry detergent. It's not the worst smell in the world. Of all costs, I also had 2-in-1 shampoo in there. Johnny, you never had a bad trip with edibles? You're never touching it? I know they say it doesn't matter with edibles, but I find if you get sativa, you get that kind of like euphoric and giggly feeling. I find whenever I take indica, you get kind of paranoid. Like, I do not believe in ghosts. I think all of that is horseshit. But when I take indica and I'm lying in bed, I'm a believer. Every little thing creeps me out. I get super paranoid. So I try to stick to sativa. I know it's more about just finding one individual thing that works for you that you like and you take it. But that's my anecdotal experience. Does Amazon sell edibles yet? No. Speaking of which, PSA, if you are in Toronto, this is your last night, actually, to voice your... I know this is not a political channel, but something absolutely terrible is happening in this province. And this is your last day to like officially contest it to the government. So I'll put this link in the description. And if you click that, you can voice your displeasure to the province here regarding their plans to redevelop the Greenbelt. So you can submit a comment, and you can comment without registering. And you can right away to your little heart's content and express your displeasure with this. It's also important that you contact your MPP, especially if they're in the Conservative Party. If you don't know what's happening, our piece of shit of a premier, Stuart J says, hey, Johnny from England, will you try and attend any World Cup games in 4 years' time? Thank you, Stuart J, for the £449. And I did not watch any soccer, but I did hear that England won. So if that's your neck of the woods, congrats. And I will absolutely try to go to a game. They have to expand.
Hey, Johnny from England, will you try and attend any World Cups games in 4 years' time?
They have to expand BMO Field, so I'm curious to see how that turns out. I think they're going to add like 20,000 seats to it. They might be temporary. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to go for sure. So anyways, just to bring you up to speed in Ontario, our glorious premier vowed to not develop the Greenbelt, which is basically the best farmland in all of Canada. It's a vital protected natural resource. He vowed not to develop it, and then he ran not too long ago for re-election, got elected on the lowest voter turnout in history, and then months later, he announced he was developing the Greenbelt, and suspiciously enough, for the last few years, especially leading up to the last few months, developers have been gobbling up Greenbelt territory. So yeah, there's nothing corrupt going on at all there. So yeah, does Ford's Greenbelt plan break ethics rules? Ontario's Integrity Commissioner asked to investigate. So basically 7,400 acres from 15 different areas of farmland and protected greenland is going to be converted into suburban sprawl and McMansions. And even worse, there's going to be massive tax implications for municipalities, particularly in the GTA, that are going to hit really hard times because of this. Anyways, it is what it is. Do your own research, but if you're not happy with this plan, definitely write your comments tonight. Email your MPP. This is your last chance to contest this. And the really, really idiotic thing is we have more than enough space outside of the Greenbelt within the GTA to build this amount of housing. This is purely our premier selling out to pander to his friend developers. That's all it is. There's easily enough room don't take my word for it. Do your own research. It's all over the internet. So I will close these and I will shut up about that. But yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing tonight? CPAN TTC Explorer says 124 watching and 38 likes. Sweet. Vanless Dweller says, is it housing or condos? It'll be low-rise, mostly single-family suburban-style homes. You know, the most unsustainable form of development possible. I'm very much you're a country person or you're a city person, at least in terms of what's sustainable. That sort of suburban in between is the worst of both worlds, and it's unsustainable and it's terrible. But hey, anyways, let's move on. So unique designs. Okay, a few comments. Not to be political, but his Greenbelt project is unethical and uneco-friendly. Isn't that pretty much every project this man has ever been behind? Justin Haw hears Air Canada now has a direct flight from Vancouver to Thailand. Is that true, Justin Haw? Is that true? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm going to modify this here to Toronto. So if I departed on December 11th and came back on December 18th, you can go Vancouver to Bangkok for $12.98 round trip. Come on, search. Why isn't it searching? This... Because I always have to take Eva Air, which I absolutely love, but it's not cheap. Who's paying $61 a month? Okay, so this Air Canada site is not... I want to do the connection, man. I'll have to look into this later. But thank you, Justin. That is really, really neat info. Roof, that's pretty much exactly what's happening. Which brand is your favorite so far? The Move-In, the Himaway, the Hat Motor, or the Rise? I don't know. The Move-In Pulse, I think, is pretty good. Okay, here we go. Toronto to Bangkok. Economy, $45.22. All right, so $18.24. $18.81 refundable for a fee. I would probably go for that one. And we can do it. What are the flight times like? They are... Oh, that was just one way. Anyways, I'm not going to do this online, but... One stop, 20... This is not better than Eva Air or even Cathay Pacific. This is not better than those at all. We're just going to close this, but thank you, Justin. I will look into that later. Aunt Barb says it's not direct every day. Those flights had a stop. Yeah, it would be... Oh, from Vancouver to Bangkok they had a stop? It makes sense to fly directly to Bangkok. It is like the most visited city on planet Earth. Malcolm Scott says way too much pounds. So where should my next trip be? What are the... That's really... Those are my two main options. All right, I put up a quick poll. This is for Johnny. Did you hear about the new Switch e-bikes? No, I haven't. Stanley says Hangzhou. What is Hangzhou? I don't even know what that is. Ooh, I'll think about it. Falcon Scott voted for Japan. Paranormal Witness Girl suggests Hawaii or Florida. I want to go far, far away. Susan says Jeju, Korea. I have been to Jeju in Korea. I have been, but let's see what the poll says. Unique Designs votes for Paris. In the wintertime, do you really want to go to Paris in the wintertime? I kind of have my heart set on going to Vietnam in February. And then we could do like the US and other stuff in spring and summer and that sort of thing. How about the Maldives? Never been. Couldn't even point to it on a map. Hawaii is very far away from Toronto. 15-hour flight. Funky Child says Europe is boring. Go to Asia. I've done both this year. What is going on in the city of Toronto? Screw France. You can't. I know you can't in Germany, and that's one reason why I don't want to go to Germany. Novell Cost says you voted for Japan. Anyone capable of living in Toronto can handle Japan's winter. Yes, but it still gets pretty cold there, though. A swarm of people dressed as Santa will be spotted around Toronto next week. What? If you happen to run into a massive group of intoxicated Santas running around in Toronto next week, don't be alarmed. You're not seeing double. The annual Santarchy event is officially back for another year. The mayhem begins at the upstairs level of the Imperial Pub. Awesome place with stops at Dundas Square, the Eaton Centre, Nathan Phillips Square. I'm going to have to get out and record this, aren't I? That looks pretty neat. If you want to join in on all the intoxicated and festive shenanigans, grab your most impressive Santa costume and head on over to the Imperial Pub on December 17th at 7:30. Santarchy. That looks like fun. I'd much rather see everyone when they're outside. Paranormal Witness Girl says take a cruise to Antarctica. It's 15 days. You'll be very far away. Were you watching Simon Wilson's latest adventure by any chance, where he went to Antarctica? Indigo has started to replace its Starbucks with a new coffee shop. That's awesome. Johnny should just join them with an IPA in it. Loblaws asks customers to use PC Optimum points to tackle food insecurity, and it's not going over well. I was reading that Loblaws was getting absolutely roasted for this. Roof says, Johnny, visit a place like Afghanistan, Dubai, Istanbul. I would like to go to Turkey, actually. That would be kind of cool. Johnny, giant cruise stream would be interesting. How are you going to stream from a cruise? You have to pay like $1 million for the world's shittiest slow internet on a cruise. I don't think I'll be able to do that. Hey, I got a notification. Is this telling me my delivery is near? Oh, it's telling me 2 touchdown notifications. What am I missing here? RM Transit did a video on the transit in Istanbul. So Loblaws recently sent out an email to its PC Optimum members with a special request, and the contents are enraging several customers. In the email, the Canadian supermarket chain announced its Giving Tuesday campaign, a day where Loblaws strives to promote generosity worldwide. So basically what they're doing, in the face of record profits and record inflation, hey, this looks like the, this has got to be, I think I know exactly where this Loblaws is. Can I do it? Sorry. That's it, right? Nailed it. Look at that. Found the exact spot on the first try, pretty much. Claudia voted somewhere else. Go to Spain, France, or Portugal, or somewhere in the USA you've never been. 6% said Bangkok again. I like the way you think. That's where my heart wants to go. 23% Vietnam. 34% say Korea and Japan now that Japan has reopened. 36% said somewhere else. So what these price-fixing jerks have done is they're launching a campaign asking people to donate their PC Optimum points. And they got a whole lot of backlash here. Total visits to food banks are up 35% since 2019, and incredibly 6.7 million Canadians are now using nonprofit food services every year. Seriously, record-breaking profits of food industry corporations like Loblaws are one of the main contributors to growing food insecurity. Want to make a really passionate difference? Slash your retail prices and increase your staff wages. That would be a start. That's generally the gist of the outrage, that this company is just making money hand over fist. And they're asking people, not only are they asking people every single time you check out to donate, but they're asking people to donate their points. And then Loblaws is going to get a tax credit on it, which is kind of ridiculous, right? So yeah. One more reason why I don't feel so bad for buying stuff from Amazon. This woman and her dog are keeping Toronto parks clean with a vacuum. How to be a holiday jerk this season at restaurants from Toronto's top chefs and owners. That could be interesting. Where is this? This Ontario home looks like... Oh, it says Ontario home. It doesn't say Toronto, so that's not going to be here. All right, we're just going to skip that. It said how not to be a jerk. Devin says, go get a passenger ticket on a commercial boat. You can spend a couple months at sea with high-speed internet immersed in another culture or language. I'm not going to be a huge fan of being stuck on a boat. Why do I have Narcity up here? Narcity up here. Tom Bikes never uses self-checkouts. Let's see. Thank you for donating. Bangkok again, 9%. Vietnam, 24%. All right. Tom Bikes never uses self-checkouts. All the automated checkout and bottle return stuff is always broken here in the States. The automated checkouts work quite well here, actually. Novelka says, no, you'd be stuck on a boot. I would be. So what I did was I looked up some quizzes that we can answer. I'm waiting for this package to come. The OCS. Oh, my fantasy football team has taken the lead. Sweet. But holy shit. Devontae Adams has had a huge game. Anyways. I opened some quizzes up here. I don't know how this is going to go. But this is the Am I Handsome? Get the 100% honest answers. Are you handsome? Should I do this quiz? Mike T uses the self checkout whenever you can because you don't like people. I use the self checkout too, but I think that there should be like some kind of qualification to use the self checkout. There's nothing more annoying than somebody who takes all friggin' day to go through the self checkout. It's understandable when the machine gives you like ridiculous problems because they always have problems. Okay, let's start with your own analysis. Do you believe that you're a good-looking person? Yes, I am. I probably am. I don't think so. No, I'm a real man. I'm the most good-looking person ever. I don't even care how I look. How do I answer these? Why can't I answer these? Do I have to like sign in or sign up? Start quiz. Did I hit start quiz? Oh, start quiz. Here we go. Do you believe you're a good-looking person? I'm going to say I don't care how I look. Next. Which one sounds like a compliment that you hear a lot? That I look like a celebrity? That I have good style? That I'm a natural alpha? That I'm a nice person? That I'm too good for anyone? No one ever compliments me. No on style. I'm going to say I look like a celebrity. I don't know. I hear that sometimes. Which one describes a likelier encounter or exchange with a stranger? Random people ask for my number or social media handle. Random people often try to talk to me. People smile when talking to me. People are scared of me. People are all over me. I'm going to say none of the above. Let's be real. Have you ever experienced one of these rather odd interactions? If yes, which one is it? Someone requested to take a picture with me. Yes, but that's only because I do YouTube. An unexpectedly hot person asked me on a date. Never happened. Still waiting. A random stranger complimented my style. Never happened. I picked a fight with a random person and they chickened out. Never happened. Multiple people were thirsting over me at once. None of the above. I'm going to go with someone asked to take a picture of me because that actually happened. Do you have a particular passion? There's 22 of these questions. Oh, God. Do you have a particular passion that you're proud of or want people to know about? I'm going to say kind of. Which one better describes people who meet you for the first time? They're often shy around me. They seem to be interested. I don't know. I don't care how they treat me. They're as ignorant and numb as I am. They're all over me and simping for me. They're polite, nice, and friendly to me. I'm going to say that. How often do you tell people that you look like a famous celebrity or popular character? Do people tell you that? I get that once in a while. I used to get Nick Carter a lot. How often do random people ask for your number? No one has ever done that because I'm ugly and poor. And it's happened a few times, I guess. How would you describe your face shape? Symmetric with sharp lines. Sharp lines, but not quite symmetric. Square, masculine, diamond, round. Sharp lines, but not quite symmetric. Round or other. There we go. Thank you, Chris Mills. Where is this going? What color are your eyes? You tell me, what color are they? Blue or green? Brown. I think they're brown, right? I think they're brown. Sharp lines meaning wrinkles? I don't know. I think they're brown. What color is your hair? Blonde, brown, black. I'm bald. I dye my hair other. I believe like dirty. I'm kind of in between blonde and brown, right? I'm not really blonde. I used to be super blonde, but I'm not really brown. Devin says hazel brown. Paranormal Witness Girl says dirty blonde. I'm going to say blonde, but that's not truthfully what it is. How often do you work out? I never work out. That was easy. How would you describe your height compared to other men the same age as you? My height? I'm 5'11". If I put taller than my peers, I'm taller than like 55% of the people. I'm going to say the same. I feel pretty average. What about your voice? Average. I'm not high pitched, but I'm not bassy either. What's your work-life balance? I'm all about work and I don't care about anything else. I'm going to say I'm leaning slightly towards work these days. Sanjay Kingston says your walks are a workout. But I think this was getting at, though. Like, I'm working on my abs, my biceps, and all that stuff. What would it be if you had to summarize your personality in one word? Compassionate, caring, polite, manly, unique, freaky. I'm too much of a dick to be polite. Let's go unique. What would you do if you had a crush on an attractive person? I'd ask them on a date. I'd ask for their number. I'd hook up with them. I'd try to get to know them better. I'd wait for them to approach me. I'd do nothing and move on. I think I'd try to get to know them better is the only acceptable answer there. Or ask them on a date. In your opinion, what makes a guy super handsome? Confidence, experience, politeness, manliness, money. I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty shallow. How much time do you spend on buying clothes that suit your style? I buy random clothes and don't even care. That is the correct answer. Do you have a specific skincare routine? I do, but it's out of laziness. So does that count? Okay, I'll put yes, I do. Which one is a fitting description of your lifestyle? I have a healthy lifestyle. I'm creating a healthy lifestyle. I'm working on my lifestyle. I have a strict and disciplined lifestyle. I have a perfect lifestyle that everyone's jealous of. I don't even have a lifestyle. I just exist. I want to answer that one, but is it really healthy? I don't know. Have you ever considered becoming a model? It would be a hilarious joke if I did. It really would be, right? What? So according to this, I am a loner. We tried our best to evaluate your look, but it seems like you don't want a clear answer. You seem to be a loner who has lost interest in connecting to or maybe dating new people. You are biased against your appearance and put yourself down before anyone could comment on it. But keep in mind that handsomeness and attractiveness are subjective. While one person might find you ugly, another would think you're super hot. So give yourself a chance and work on your self-love because we're sure many people would find you attractive afterward. There you go, folks. I am a loner. Grace Chen is laughing. Van the Dweller says, wow, what the fuck? Tom Bike says, kind of a loner seems right. I do walk alone. I think during the pandemic, a lot of people became loners. That doesn't look like me. Do I look like that guy? Sheena Roberts says, Johnny. Devin says, you haven't jumped into being a clique person. You had best find a book tower and pick a target. Where is my weed? My weed is coming. Shabalin says you have a community on YouTube. I do. I have an awesome. I don't have. We all have an awesome community. Yes, that looks like you if you grew face fluff. I also had picked some other quizzes, but that was kind of long and lame. What should I name my baby boy? Discover your love style based on your favorite animal. Are you a Giga Chad? Let's be honest. Why do people hate me? Maybe you are 100% wrong. The most reliable color personality test. I don't feel like doing it. I thought this might be fun, but how many questions is this? All right, maybe we'll come back and we'll find out what my baby name will be. Sanjay and Kingston says long and lame. Yes. Definitely long and lame, but you know what'll make it less lame? Do you know your Myers-Briggs type indicator? I don't even know what that is, and I'm a psychology grad. Let's make things a little better here. Hello, Chris back. Welcome to the chat. We'll have the last edible as I wait for some new ones. If you're wondering when I got this, after my Friday night stream on Johnny Strides, I ran out and I bought some edibles. Nouvelcos, my major, I had two focuses on my major. One was economics, the other was psychology. It was a program where it was like a general business BA program, if that makes any sense, and you pick two majors within it. And I had economics and I had psychology, and that is I later changed economics to political science, actually. I didn't go all the way through with economics. Mr. Hippo is taking psychology in uni. Justin says I should try out Kahoot. I don't even know what Kahoot is. What is Kahoot? People always say econ is a challenge. Is this going to make me unleash kids learning? Why would I do this? This is like for babies. Why are you suggesting this? This is like baby learning. Speaking of babies, check out my TikTok video is up to 684,000 views. My first ever video on TikTok is now my second most viewed video ever. Isn't that ridiculous? I was not expecting that. And it's got 1,215 comments and 107,000 likes. And a lot of these comments are like super duper toxic as well. It's like, this is blowing my mind how well this video has done. Mike T's major in college was engineering, but it was a state school. They have to let everyone in. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty neat stuff. Susan says, I need a Stumbles Discord. No, I don't need a Discord. I think even Action Kids Discord has died down a little bit. Jeanette Morales says, hi, Johnny and friends, been lurking, cooking dinner. Hello, Jeanette. My plan at that kind of Discord hangout was doing the 24/7 streams. But we all know how that turned out. Feet Finder. What is Feet Finder, High Fiver? Is this like a foot fetish site and I'm going to get in trouble if I look it up? Oh God, what? What is this? Buy and sell feet content. Feet Finder is the safest, easiest, and most secure website for verified users to view, buy, and sell custom feet content. Over 1 million users uploading and buying content every day. Sell feet pics. To greatly increase the ability for sellers to make sales, we are now starting a subscription of $4.99 a month or $14.99 per year for all new sellers on our platform. They're ID verified. So, what? What? I hope this is not violating the YouTube terms of service. So you like subscribe to this person for $5 a month and you get pictures of their feet? Okay, we're going to end this. Thank you, High Fiver. I'll definitely be regretting that decision to pull that up. Hey, to each their own. If you're into feet, good for you. Awesome. But the vast majority of us are not going to be into that. Kathleen says, happy Sunday night, Johnny and friends. Jeanette laughing at Feet Finder. Where did you learn to edit videos for YouTube, Search A? The kind of videos I do don't really require too much editing, so it was pretty easy actually. I just literally went with like the first editing program I found. But then once I got into it a little bit more, I am completely self-taught. There's like what the software I use is this one, DaVinci Resolve, and there's a million and one like tutorials on how to do anything you can think of online with it. Like it couldn't be any easier. So it's pretty yeah, it's just self-taught. You can learn. YVR says, when's your next cooking video? Hopefully I can get around to doing one this week. Devin says, WTF, how do I make money on Feet Finder? Can I keep my socks on? I don't know. I don't think we're doing Feet Finder. What did Ken do tonight? Did Ken go live? Because Ken did not go live yesterday. And he didn't go live tonight. Canadian Rockies flyover, views of the majestic Western Mountain Range from 35,000 feet and 800 kilometers per hour.
Hey people, it is Friday, November the 18th, and it's 2:27 in the afternoon, and I'm on a flight right now from Edmonton to Vancouver, and we're passing over the mountains here, the Rocky Mountains.
Wow.
Just sort of approaching what was flat land all the way from Edmonton, and then all of a sudden it started.
That is pretty spectacular. I will like it. No, I'm not going to comment, but so that is what Ken was up to. I was expecting him to go live tonight. He usually does because he didn't go on Saturday. Naughty Brown is here. Hello, Naughty Brown. Johnny will have to do this his next trip. What walking videos from Toronto went up today? Yes, Ken had his premiere just before yours. Oh, there we go, Marie. He premiered it. Yeah, I have completely tuned out of the world of YouTube and what other people are doing, unfortunately. I just kind of had a big day off. Me, Ken, and Lizzo should collab soon. Yeah, we should. We should figure something out. Maybe get some other YouTubers in on it. Jenny Kritzkamp is here. Hello, Jenny. Toronto Walk and Drive. Toronto Christmas Village Downtown Walking Tour Canada 4K. Walkers Up. Toronto Downtown Walking King Street West. Love King Street West. Downtown Discovery Winter Walk. From Zam, Ontario. POV 4K. Toronto Downtown After Rain. University Northbound, Queen's Park. I'm always looking at these, looking for ideas that I can use. Like, is there something I'm missing? Toronto Freedom Walk. Chinese Consulate. Film Mission. Why would they? Okay. Novell Cost wanted to go to Stack Market when you're here in 2021, but didn't have time for everything. Ken Continuum also appeared in the chat of the first live stream by Action Kid in Montreal. There's Ken Continuum's video. William Walks. I think this guy, he narrates his walks. TR Walks. Alec Walk. What happened to Toronto Brad last night? I think this guy, William Walks, I think he narrates his videos, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, this is a really, really old video. Setting up a skate park. That took place... oh, that's your recent one? That took place forever ago. Young and Wellesley to Yorkville? Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe he's not the guy who narrates. What are you doing? Buying groceries? Isn't Toronto Brad a viewer of this channel? There's a few viewers who have names like that. Paranormal Witness Girl says Lizzo does the date night so you can take us to eat with her on lives. My lives, and I think Ken's too, are really just about walking. We're not so much about like the lifestyle, hanging out kind of stuff. It's really like we're going to get our feet moving. But it's good that there's other people doing different kinds of lives. But that's not my cup of tea. You know, setting up the camera and eating dinner in front of everyone. So I don't think we're going to do much like that on here. Why don't you search about the Finch Hydro Corridor in Scarborough on YouTube and know the trail? I have covered that trail multiple times, actually. I did a live stream on that trail as well. You should check out the recent video from Alex Prejlowski. He flew propeller planes from one end of Canada to the other. Allie Bates, she says, go to a club, do a Myers-Briggs test. Can you do that online? The Type Finder personality test. Is this something that we're going to be able to do pretty quickly? Step 1 of 7. This looks like it's going to be really long. I don't think we're gonna endeavor to do something that long. Jenny K says you'd have to buy more boxes of cereal for us to watch you eat. No Elf on the Shelf this year. Mike T, what is that channel name? That would be neat. There's a channel called Kensington Avenue, Philadelphia. Streets of Kensington. Is that still a channel? This guy is still at it. Yeah, this is a very, very depressing channel. Larry P.H. Walking, says Mike T. And he's got 139,000 subscribers. Real Life Philippines. He's just strolling through here with a camera. Oh, he's cutting. All right, neat channel if you want to see a different perspective on things. Johnny should visit Boracay or Manila. I visited both places before. High Fiver, how did you find me through J Utah? Was it just suggested after a J Utah video? Devin says that's the only silent walk you would watch, but you want it uncut. Yes, I want uncut is the way to go. All right, let's just find out what my baby boy name is going to be. Let's pretend I'm having a baby boy. Because why not? No, Lisa, you did not miss anything good, except for I put a link at the start where people can, it's your last night to formally tell the government to go F themselves over the green belt. December 4th is the deadline to have your voice heard. So I put a link in to that so you could write to the province. Also ring up your MPP before midnight if you can do that as well. How do you want people to feel when hearing your boy's name for the first time? Nothing specific. I'd like them to feel nostalgic. I want them to feel surprised. I want them to feel inspired. Nothing specific. Which one is the most critical aspect of a child's name? Its pronunciation, the meaning, its uniqueness, its connotations? I would say pronunciation. You want people to get it right. Which word describes how you want your boy's name to sound? You don't want someone who's got a name where they're constantly correcting people how to pronounce it, right? Cool, classic, non-biased, interesting. This is lame. I'm going to go classic. Select the statement that describes your... Okay, this quiz sucks. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Is there an actual good test here? The geek test. Are you a geek who is hooked on a particular franchise? No. I'm not good at the moocher test, the ethics test. Is your code of ethics solid, or does it depend on the situation or the payoff? And this one's only going to take 5 minutes. Should we do the ethics test? Would you appear in a pornographic movie? I like this test. I like this test because it's pushing boundaries and it's putting me in a tough spot. Is that my delivery? Is my weed almost here? Your OCS order is approximately 1 hour away. Please only respond with delivery instructions. Well, I'm going to put my buzzer here. There we go. Would I appear in a pornographic movie? There are a million qualifiers here, but since this is a black and white question, yes, I am, Lisa. I'm going to say, for the right price, I would. For the right price. I think most people would for the right price, right? What would that right price be? I don't know, but I would. Yeah, sure. Why not? Also depends on like the partner. Has everyone been tested? There's no human trafficking or exploitation going on. You know, if it checks all the boxes and the pay is good, sure, why not? I'll do that. Might tumble my YouTube career in the process, but hey, I'm going to do a porn. Would you sell a story to the tabloids for $5,000 knowing it will ruin the life of a celebrity? Ruin the life. It depends on who is the celebrity. Is it like Kanye? Yes. Is it Bill Cosby? Yes. Is it anybody else? No. It's dependent on the celebrity, right? But my answer is going to be no. I would not ruin someone's life for $5,000. If anything, I would tell that celebrity, hey, I got this, and this tabloid's offering me $5,000 for it. You can do what you want with this information. That would be the ethical thing. If drugs were legal, would you take them? The only one I would probably do is like psilocybin, however you say it, like shrooms. I wouldn't. No, I'm going to say no. I think realistically, all the drugs we have that are legal are enough. Alcohol, marijuana, fine. I would wish mushrooms crossed over into that realm of legality, but any other drugs, I'm going to say no. We are so much better off as a society without drugs, period. It just destroys lives. So no, I don't want to perpetuate that. You accidentally run over a little dog with your car. The owner's phone number is on the name tag. What do? You contact the owner and explain the situation. Contact the owner, but tell him or her I found the dog in the middle of the street. Unknown. I think for the sake of that, it was referring to illegal drugs. Contact the owner and explain this. Yes, of course. You meet a strikingly attractive person at a bar. He or she wants to have sex, and so do you. There's one problem. You think you may have a venereal disease, but you're not sure. What do you do? What kind of question is this? You meet a strikingly attractive person at a bar. He or she wants to have sex, and so do you. There's just one problem. You may have a venereal disease, but you're not sure. What do you do? Use a condom and don't tell him or her that I might be infected. What is a venereal disease? Exactly. Relating, if it's something you could... Refrain from sex until I see a doctor is the real answer. Take my chances and tell him or her the truth. I would make up an excuse and get a phone number and get myself tested the next day is the correct answer, right? If you both really wanted to do this, refrain and see a doctor. That's the only way you could possibly go to bed feeling good about yourself. Your best friend tells you he or she stole $10,000 from a charity. Do you turn him or her in? Depends on the charity. If it's like the Salvation Army, no offense, but F them, I would not turn them in. If it was like a good charity, I would turn them in. So this is but it's a charity. I'm going to say yes. But my best friend, do you turn your best friend in for 10 grand? How big is the charity? How much is $10,000 worth to the charity? Maybe I would just kind of... Yeah, I'm not. They're my best friend. You know, you only get one best friend. I would talk to this person and I would tell them what's up. And I'm very disappointed in them and that I fully expect some steak dinners. But I'm not going to turn in my best friend. You never know when a best friend's going to need to be there for you. So, yeah, I might question and reevaluate who this best friend is, but I'm not going to turn them in. 10 grand is ultimately a drop in the bucket. Whew. Would you post naked pictures of your ex on the internet if he or she cheated on you? I do believe that is highly illegal, and you can be sued and even criminally charged for that. So no. If he or she cheated on me, I would say thank you for giving me the card I need to play to get the hell out of this relationship and then move on with life, right? So yeah, I'm not doing the revenge thing. Paranormal Witness Girl says that would be revenge porn and it's criminal. Do you believe it's okay to steal from big corporations? No stealing is okay ever. However, if I saw like somebody stealing from Walmart, would I say anything? No. If I saw someone stealing from a smaller retailer, I would alert the staff. Does that make it okay to steal? No, it's never okay to steal. But it is okay to be indifferent. If it's a big company, I'm going to be indifferent and say, oh well. But if it's someone smaller, I'm going to tip off the staff what I saw. So no, it's not okay to steal. That's my response. Would you exaggerate your losses on an insurance claim as a former insurance underwriter? Hey, is that my weed delivery? No, that is Domino's. Would you exaggerate your losses on an insurance claim? I'm a former insurance underwriter. If I say yes to this question, I may never be welcome back in that field again. So I am officially answering no, even though I think you should probably embellish some answers. No is my official response. No, I would never exaggerate losses on an insurance claim. No. Have you ever lied to get someone in the sack? This one's not saying, would you ever lie? This one is saying, have you ever lied? Let me think. I honestly don't think I have. I don't think I have. Maybe there's been a drunk night or two where I'm not sure what I said, but have you ever lied to get someone in the sack? No. Those days are long, long gone anyways. So we're going to say no. Your score is 80. You are practically an angel in almost all circumstances where there is an opportunity to do something dishonest. You choose to take the ethical road. It might be because you're afraid of getting in trouble, but we can probably safely assume that it's because you have a healthy conscience and make a point to be a decent person. Maybe it's because I'm doing the test on a live stream in front of an audience and I don't want to be canceled YouTube style. As someone who took psychology, there is an angle that definitely needs investigating. Let's face it, you wouldn't be human if you didn't feel the occasional urge to get revenge, to lie in order to get out of trouble or make quick cash. Yeah. Your morality is a highly admirable trait and one that I should be proud of. Candace Dweller says, I was going to say no point in taking that. Paranormal Witness Girl. You know, I honestly did answer that pretty honestly, though. Hey. Should we do another one? That was pretty good, wasn't it? Jenny K says, I'm not. Give your noggin a mental workout with their latest mind. I don't want that. The cheap test. Here's a good one. The cheap test. I always let everyone know what a cheap BASTARD I can be sometimes. Should we do a cheap test? Oh, my weed is still an hour away. Clearly Johnny is a robot. Let's do it. Have you been reprimanded on more than one occasion for not leaving a big enough tip? No, I have not. But I am not afraid to leave a very low tip to send a message. Tipping is optional, by the way, folks. Tipping is optional. At no point did it ever become mandatory. I tip 15 or 18% depending on my mood if everything is good. If everything was bad, I will tip like a very low number, but make sure I still tip something to send the middle finger. But tipping culture is utterly toxic and it needs to die, in my opinion. But I understand that when we go out, we should still tip because that's just what our society is built on. But it's a toxic practice that needs to go away and die. Do you use coupons when shopping, even though you can afford to pay full price? Who wouldn't use coupons? I don't use coupons at the supermarket because I'm not one of those crazy coupon people. But if you gave me a coupon for something, yeah, I would use it. Have you ever bought an article of clothing and worn it with the tags on, knowing you were going to return it the next day? I did. I bought something from Le Chateau for men once. Wore it to a formal occasion and then took it back after Febrezing it. I did it once. And I was like 19. As a birthday gift, you offer to take your new love interest away for the weekend. He or she suggests, why don't you just put they? Suggest a hotel that is way out of your price range. What do you do? Suck it up and foot the bill? Suggest splitting the cost of the hotel 50-50? Oh, this is a birthday gift for your new love interest. If you suggested it and they picked a place, suck it up, Buttercup. You will pay that cost as a gift. Tell my significant other, since this particular hotel was his or her idea, he or she should pay. No, I'm going to suck it up and foot the bill. I mean, if this is, for the weekend, that's 2 nights. So this is like, let's assume worst case scenario. This is like an $800 a night hotel. That's $1,600 for 2 nights. I'm going to do that. I'm going to suck it up because this is my idea. You don't suggest that and open yourself up to that only to shoot down their suggestion. Paranormal Witness Girl says $50K a night at the Caesar. Yeah, no, I'm assuming that this is like an expensive, but not like a mega celebrity expensive hotel. So yeah, if they're like, I want 2 nights at the Ritz-Carlton, I'll just do that. Happy fucking birthday. You're not getting a gift. We're going Dutch for dinner. We're going to have McDonald's for breakfast. I'm not getting that in-room breakfast or anything like that. By the way, there's going to be some other expectations on this weekend as well. That's all I'm saying to that. You're out with friends for dinner. When the waiter or waitress brings the bill to the table, what do? Wait to see if someone offers to pick up the tab, pay my share, go to the bathroom, and hope that by the time I get back, the bill will be paid for. Pay my share. I always pay my share. I'm also not opposed to just splitting the bill in half or cutting it 4 ways. As long as we all had approximately the same amount, who cares? You're on your way home when your gas light goes on. Do you keep driving until you find the cheapest gas price around? No! Who are these people going out of their way to get cheaper gas? You see it too. Sometimes you'll see like a gas station will be like 5 cents cheaper than everyone else. And there'll be like a 40-minute lineup to get gas there. Like, what are you saving on your fill up? Like $3? How much is 40 minutes of your time worth? How much is your time worth going to find cheaper gas? You don't even know you're going to find cheaper gas. Plus, you're wasting your time. No, that is the ultimate cheap bastard maneuver. Unless you know for sure you're within reach of a cheaper gas station and it's on the way and it's going to be accessible, that makes sense. Any other driving around looking for it? No. No. Not that I drive that much, but. Have you ever regifted a gift even though you would have been able to afford a new one? Sanjib, good night. Chris Pack says use the gas app to see where the cheap gas is. I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's an option too. Have you ever regifted a gift even though you would have been able to afford a new one? Yes. I have regifted many bottles of wine before. Pretty much bottles of wine. That's like the standard office gift whenever you work in an office and it's like gift time. Bottles of particularly like red tail and yellow tail wine come up all the time because they're like $20. But yeah, I've got bottles of wine behind me that I'm still waiting to regift. Have you ever been late for dinner with friends because you were trying to find a way to avoid paying for parking? No. Can't say that's been the case. Do you insist that people pay their share of a small purchase, e.g. a birthday card? A small purchase? No. Hey man, you owe me $2 for this birthday card we bought for our aunt. No, who does that? No. Do you do most of your shopping at the dollar store even though you can afford to go to name brand places? I wouldn't say most of my shopping, but I definitely take my ass into Dollarama to buy a lot of stuff that I could easily get from other places. Yes. Yes, I do. Your score is 40. Although you're not the cheapest person on earth, you do have some stingy tendencies. In certain situations, you hold on tight to your cash and refuse to let go. At other times, you let the dollar bills flow out of your wallet like a river. I do. When I buy that $3 gift card, that's not like a Hanes or a Hallmark gift card, by the way. That's like a Dollarama gift card. I thought anyways, maybe I thought it was birthday card. Maybe it depends on your mood on a given day or whatever you need to tighten the purse strings because of a major upcoming purchase. All right, so I'm kind of cheap. Devin prints his own birthday cards. Remember when people would just go to like Blue Mountain Cards and they would just like send you like an e-card and you get this like cheesy little link in your email to click? Do a poll. Test. I put test. I meant quiz. Lisa says don't diss the e-card. That was a thing. I'm not dissing it, but that was a thing. Thank you for contacting us. We will communicate your instructions to the driver assigned to your delivery. So what I did was I went to OCS, the Ontario Cannabis Store. It's not my actual birthday, by the way. And I went in here and I bought some stuff that is currently being delivered right now. So that is what's up right now. This is an official one. I may have also put an order in at a not so official store and paid in Bitcoin for it. I'm saying I may. I'm not saying I did for sure. And I may or may not be waiting for that package to come. David Sullivan says happy birthday. 82% want to do one more test, even though they're quizzes. I wrote test for some reason. Maybe the weed is hitting me. Oh, if anyone has any ideas for a morning walk I could do tomorrow, let me know. Either wake up like really early at 7 or 8 a.m. or before that and go do one, or I can do one after. But I don't have much in the way of walks planned. I got to do a new e-bike video as well, and I got to do a scooter ride because it's been a while. All right, so what test are we going to do? Start a poll. Which quiz? We have the blind date test. We have the kinky test. I saw someone suggest that. We have the stubbornness test. And we have the love versus money test. So, Alexa, remind me in 2 minutes that the test is ready. We have 2 minutes to vote. Then when these 2 minutes are up, we will do the final quiz test of the night. Lisa says Junction starting at Dundas West. I was thinking of that. Dundas West and then walking just up Dundas all the way to like Jane and then up to St. Clair, something like that. There's also a neat stretch along Keele, but there's an idea. There's an idea. The Junction in the morning, though. Brad Palmer casts his vote for... Yeah, who are these freaks voting for the kinky one? I kind of want to do the blind date test. If the kinky one is too raunchy and it somehow wins, I might just 86 that one. Ali BHG says kinky winning. We have blind date test with 23%, kinky test 39%, stubbornness test 18%, love versus money 20%. Whatever this queendom site is pretty fun. The fashion test, the vanity test, the metrosexual test, the dysfunctional family test, the liberal parent test, the roommate, the ambition, the $10 million test. Teen girls? No, we're not going to be able to do that. Oh, doesn't the Junction have a Christmas display, a Christmas window display going on? Some kind of thing like that? I don't know. Junction, Toronto, Xmas window display. They probably call it holidays or something. Look at that. I knew a thing. The Junction Annual Winter Wonderland. Start date, November 25th. End date, January 1st. Toronto's magical winter wonderland, a free immersive urban art walk, is returning to the Junction for its third consecutive year. Alexa, stop. Here's the question. Is this one of those things that's going to be better at night? Or at least like twilight? Like, is there going to be like lights and LEDs? Is it going to like really pop and look nice at night? Or is it going to be fine in the daytime? I don't know the answer to that, but that might be cool. Lisa, I might not do this in the morning, but I'm going to do the Junction at some point to check out the Window Wonderland. So thank you for the suggestion. And we're going to end the poll because Alexa told me the poll is up. So which quiz? We have 39% said kinky test, 24% said blind date. Sorry, Brad. Love versus money, 22. Stubbornness test, 13. Oh, God. Do we have to do it? Do we have to do it? Oh, God. I don't want to do this one. If the person you were dating invited you to a strip club, would you go? Yes. Would it be a turn on to watch your person or partner have... Okay, guys, no, I don't think I can... I can't answer this one. Would it be a turn on to watch your partner have sex with another person? I can't answer these. I'll say no. Would you allow yourself to be recorded? No. Okay. No. This is not appropriate. It's not appropriate, folks. Sorry, the kinky test. Even I have limits, and even YouTube terms of service might have something to say about that particular test as well. What was number 2? Number 2 was blind date. We're going to do the blind date test. You should probably back out, Johnny. We love your PC-ness. Can't remember the last time you were in Humber Bay, says High Fiver. That is a very good suggestion. Humber Bay is kind of far. I should probably take like the e-bike out there, right? I could do like a big long ride and show that off, maybe hop off and walk around. It's kind of annoying to get to any other way. Okay, sorry about that. I did not know that test was going to be that extreme and inappropriate. Should the person who initiates a date automatically pick up the tab? You see, here's the thing. I'm always going to try to pay on the first one anyways, just because chivalry or whatever. I think, like, even if I'm mortified at the bill and the price, unless I am positive I'm never going to see this person again, in which case I would try to go Dutch. Should the person who initiates a date automatically pick up the tab? I'm going to say no, because it should be just something that they can work out, right? I'm going to say no, it shouldn't be automatic. I think 2 adults can work that out quite reasonably. Like, all right, you know, someone will buy drinks, then the other person will offer to buy, or someone will buy dinner, and the other person will just offer to buy drinks at the next place. Just some kind of thing like that. I'm going to say no. Your best friend sets you up on a blind date with someone who is completely incompatible. Do you hold it against your friend? Do you hold it against your friend? No. Maybe they were just trolling me, but hey, you're the one who agreed to go on a blind date, right? All bets are off the moment you agree to go on a blind date. So no, I don't hold that against my friend. If your blind date were horrible cologne or perfume, would you consider a second date? Assuming everything else is fine, I would. Assuming everything else is fine. That's not a deal breaker. Like, bad hygiene is a deal breaker. But bad perfume or cologne, we could probably fix that. Maybe I could just make sure I have COVID so I can't smell next time I meet them. When you pick up your blind date, you realize that they are dressed inappropriately for the evening that you have planned. What do you do? What are they wearing? Assless chaps? Like, how are they dressed inappropriate? Suggest that they go back and change clothes, go somewhere else instead. Hope their outfit doesn't get ruined. Yeah, I'm going to assume this is an adult who chooses how they want to carry themselves, and that's cool with them. So I'm just going to hope that their outfit doesn't get ruined. And if they say something about it, well, it depends, right? Like, if they're wearing like a bikini and we're going to a formal dinner, then yeah, you go somewhere else. But if we're going horseback riding, then yeah, that's fine, right? Yeah, I'm just going to hope that their outfit doesn't get ruined. You're on a blind date that is going extremely well. At the end of the evening, your date makes it obvious that he or she wants to have sex. What do you do? Gently turn him or her down and wait a few more dates. Fool around a little, but stop short of having sex. Get it on. It depends. Do I also want to do that? Like, this is a two-way street, right? Where's that option? Do it if you also want to do it. That is the only correct answer. I like how they're putting you in a position here. Gently turn him or her down. That's an option. Fool around a little bit, but stop short of having sex. That's called being a tease. Okay, we're just gonna get it on. I'm assuming I'm into it as well. We're gonna get the job done here. But that is not the actual option. The actual real answer is yeah, if you're into it, right? Have you ever told a bold-faced lie to impress a blind date? I've had like 2 blind dates in my life, so I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Would you bring a condom on a blind date? Can I answer that one? Hey, man. We all need a little luck sometimes. Would you insist on knowing what your blind date does for a living before going out with him or her? No. No. I think as long as they're happy with where they are, even if they're not happy, if they're working on it, as long as there's... No, like, I don't effing care what someone else does unless they're like a hitman or something, or an adult movie actress who never wears protection. Like, there's things that would make me say, no, I don't like that profession just because there's consequences. But no, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. No. Would you cut a blind date short if the person didn't look like the way you expected him or her to? Would I cut a blind date short? No. No, I think once you agree to go on a date, as long as the person isn't being inappropriate, you're kind of doing time, right? You're in there, you're like, okay, I got 2 hours ahead. I got to go through with this. I think that's just the way it goes. We've all been there before. Would you be willing to appear on a dating show? Hell yeah. Who wouldn't? What kind of like... I'd even go on 90 Day Fiancé if I was in that situation and they were like documenting everything over the course of like weeks and weeks. Score my test. Your score is 80. You seem to be doing all the right things when it comes to blind dating, or at least you have the right approach. If the opportunity should ever present itself, going on a blind date is essentially taking a giant leap of faith. All right. All right. What time is it? It is... Should we call it a stream? We're almost an hour and a half. Or should we do one more test? What do you guys want to do? Say goodnight or one more test? It's going to be... The ball is in your court. We're doing something a little different tonight. But these tests are actually pretty fun. So I don't mind doing them. And they're not so long. They're much better than the other tests that we did. I don't know, Gordon. That's not super appropriate. Do you ask a friend to call you partway through the date to help you escape? Susan says GeoGuessr. We're not going to do GeoGuessr. Brad Palmer says one more. All right, let's see. What was the next one on the voting list here? Love versus money test. 22% love versus money. All right. We're going to do love versus money. Let's find out. Are you looking for a partner who will cherish you forever, or someone who can provide you with every luxury you desire? Is a person's heart more important than his or her bank account? If somebody owns 3 or more e-bikes and or e-scooters, is that really hot and you will jump their bones right away? Yes. Read each question carefully and choose the answer that best describes your typical attitudes, thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And remember, this test is just for fun. All right. Let's get it on. Naughty says, I'm really enjoying this, Johnny. Such fun. Yeah, I struck gold with this random website with these tests, right? The love versus money test. Would you ask your fiance to sign a prenup agreement? I don't know who my fiance is. I don't know what our situations are. Are they potentially a gold digger? Here's the thing. If I was like at a certain age in life and had certain accumulated wealth, and someone who was very young and gorgeous showed a very strong interest in me, you can be damn sure they're signing a prenup, right? Oh, sorry, family. That inheritance is all going to this person who decided to swindle me. But would I ask my fiance to sign a prenup agreement? I'm going to say no. I think that's a little, I'm not in my current position. No. Like, what are you going to do? Get an e-scooter and like one of my 2 laptops? No, I'm just going to say no. I'm going to say no. But maybe at some point I would change my mind and say yes. You've been dating someone for almost a year. When you find out he or she is heavily in debt, would you end the relationship? Were they hiding stuff and were they lying about it? Like, why are they in debt? I'm going to say no. Maybe they're just carrying like a big ass student debt. I'm going to say no, but I'm also going to talk them into a committed plan to get out of that mess. And if they're not willing to take those positive steps, if they're still running up a score at the Gap on their credit card or whatever, then they're dumped. Lisa says that's a complicated question. There's way too many variables to answer this question, but I'm going to say no, with the caveat that we can turn this around, and it's not coming out of my bank account. That's pretty fair. Tom Bike says, sounds like they need a tracking app. Ali BHG say people make mistakes. Yeah, I'm not going to hold that against someone as long as they haven't been lying to me about it. But that should be, if you want to have any long-term future with someone, that's got to be something you need, like an actionable plan, right? Your spouse cheats on you. To make up for it, he or she buys you a new Mercedes. Do you forgive him or her? Did he or she buy that with my money? Where did the money come for this Mercedes? I've never owned a Mercedes, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Mercedes. I'm going to put it in my name. And then I'm going to think about divorcing this person after. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to take the car and I'm going to see how it goes, right? You cheated on me. The ball is in my court. Why would I just break up with you and not get the car? I'm going to get the car and then I'll decide if I'm going to break up with you or not, right? Easy answer. Yes, I'm taking that Mercedes. Hell yeah, give me that Mercedes. And then we'll think about what we're going to do. Come on. Would you financially support your partner if he or she was a struggling artist? Yes, no matter how long it takes for him or her to turn a profit. Yes, but only for a year. No, I'd tell him or her to get a real job. If I had the finances, if I knew they were a struggling artist going into the relationship and I had the finances to support them and I love them, the answer would be yes. It would be unequivocally yes. Yeah, I'm just going to assume that I chose to be with this person. So I'm going to assume, like, the reality is now I would never be in that position because there's no way in hell I couldn't support a gerbil, let alone a human right now. I get emails every day from people asking to be my graphic designer, to be my video editor, to be my thumbnail editor. Like, do I look like I have $70K lying around to, like, take on someone and pay them full time to do my stuff? No. So, like, I could barely support a goldfish. Like, let's be real. No. But if I was in that position, I would support them. Yes. You can always break up with them too, right? Like, if you were set up on a blind date, which of the following would you most likely do? Insist on knowing what the person does for a living before accepting? No, I think that's part of the fun, right? You're sitting down. You're not, a blind date is no, you're not entering a relationship. You're just going out with someone once to get to know them. I don't need that much information ahead of time. Ask hell, if they were in like a cult, that would be kind of interesting and fun, right? Ask what the person does for a living after accepting. No, I'm going to ask them when it comes up organically over the conversation. Agree to the date, no questions asked. Yes, sure, why not? Why not? Would you refuse to date someone who didn't have a car? I myself don't have a car. Hey, baby, I'll bring another scooter and we'll ride around together. That's what my date would sound like. Or I hope you have a Presto card. If your partner made more money than you, would you insist that she pay for all of your personal expenses? Hell no. That is a very complicated, very tricky situation. I would always expect to pay for my share of everything, right? If the person was like, they made 10 times what I did and they wanted to overpay, I would let them do that because I would do the same if I were them. But no, I'm not going to, you never insist anyone pays for you, right? Never. No, hell no. I'm covering my own ass and my own expenses. I'm not. That said, if I was like, married to Paula Abdul, who's worth, $300 million, Paula, Johnny could use a few new things, then yeah, that would probably be the situation. But it's not happening. I don't know why I said Paula Abdul. Oh yeah, because I was watching the Impractical Jokers movie the other night, and Paula Abdul was in it. That's why I had her in my head for some reason. And I looked up her net worth during the movie. I'm like, there's Paula Abdul. Wow, she looks really good for her age. What's her net worth? Would it bother you if your partner made you a birthday gift rather than buying one? It depends. If it's like a popcorn necklace, that would probably bother me. But if it was like a legitimate thing that took time and effort, no. I'm going to say no and hope it's not a popcorn necklace. Pinesill says she has a 30 million net worth. Yeah, she is way less, actually. I looked up Paula Abdul. I looked up Gloria Estefan. I looked up Janet Jackson. I looked up a lot of people from that era. And Paula Abdul is like by far the lowest net worth of all those people. Jenny K says she looks good. What's she worth? She looks fantastic. And she doesn't look like she's made of Botox and plastic surgery, right? So good for you, Paula Abdul. Apparently, Janet Jackson hates you, from what I read. Would you refuse to go out with a fast food worker? No, I'm not a snob. No, it's perfectly fine. Hell, fast food workers make like 14, 15 bucks an hour now. That's not, it's not the end of the world. No. Would you marry a 90-year-old billionaire? Yes. Yes, I would. No, I would not be ashamed of it. Would I cheat on them? Probably. Would I still try to collect my inheritance? Yes. Would I help them lead a healthy lifestyle? No. But I would marry them. Your score is 80. You would choose love over cash, no matter how much money was thrown at you. I just straight up chose cash in the last one. Deep down, you're a hardcore romantic. You believe love conquers all and is not influenced by such superficial things as material wealth and possessions. You prefer to date someone based on their character and personality traits, not their bank account balance. Hey, there you go, secret surgery doctor person that I've been dating. I'm not dating you just for your money, by the way. Yeah, I'm a good person. Just kidding. But there we go. The love versus money test. And Clayton Crawford says my generation made $4.50. When I started, it was like $6.45 an hour. And I think the minimum wage got bumped up to like $6.85. And then when they made me a supervisor, I got moved up to $8 an hour to be trusted with the keys to the store and the power to, at the end of shifts, to take all the money, to take like $2,000-$3,000 cash in a bag and deposit it in the bank. They gave me like an extra $1.15 an hour to have that extra responsibility of being a supervisor. Wow. And I thought I was hot shit. I also got to fire somebody, which was cool, because someone came in to open the store, and she was just a train wreck. And I called the owner, and I'm like, I can't handle this person. And he just said, get rid of her. And I did. And it was a pretty awesome thing that happened. It's never awesome to do that type of thing, but you get the idea. She was that bad. What's your opinion on Bill C-11? Bill C-11 can burn in a flaming pile of hell, if that's a thing. It's absolutely abhorrent. Yeah, that's my opinion on Bill C-11. It's basically the federal government wants to choose what shows up in your YouTube feed. They want to be able to emphasize certain content and de-emphasize certain content. And if certain content isn't Canadian enough, it'll be de-emphasized. And the consequences to that, YouTube has said straight up, we're not going to promote Canadian YouTubers internationally if you're going to force us to shove Canadian YouTubers down everyone's throats in Canada. So they are basically taking the algorithm out of YouTube's hands and like hand picking winners and losers on YouTube. And it's just the worst piece of legislation I've ever read outside of trying to rip up the Greenbelt. So yeah, it's super offensive. That's my opinion on Bill C-11. We'll save that. Jennifer says we creators will still lose a lot of income. Not only will we lose a lot of income, but they have the right to charge us a tax, like a creator tax, which they're going to charge YouTube, and YouTube is going to take out of us. No, do not let Bill C-11 pass. Yeah, it was Bill C-10, and they lied, and they said that they're... Anyways, yeah, basically, it's terrible. We're at the end of the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I got to figure out some videos to make tomorrow. I still have to edit and upload a video for tomorrow morning, but I will be premiering tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST. My weed delivery never came. I guess it's going to be coming later, but thanks to our mods for showing up and doing their good deeds. Thanks to our channel members and everyone. Thanks to those who sent support. It is much appreciated. And we have 143 viewers, and we went for an hour and 40. All right, guys, have a good night and stay safe. I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.